Yeah, good.
All right. Cub, a big win for you tonight, a fight of the night at that, a headlining spot. How does it feel to have another win under your belt?
Oh, did I get fight of the night?
You did?
Sweet, it makes me happy. That makes up for getting hit. He was awkward and he was strong. So I had to be the veteran and make some smart moves, make some adjustments, and take them into deep waters, and then put it on them.
A lot of people, you were a heavy favorite coming in, but the first round, 2 of the 3 judges gave it to him. I think most of us scoring it gave him the round. Did he surprise you a little bit with what he's doing, or how did you feel that first round went?
Yeah, just I wasn't as fluid in the first round. The very first kick I threw to his body hurt me throughout the fight. So they kept yelling. My corner was like, "Come on, throw some head kicks," but I didn't want to. It was just bothering me. So a couple of my tools got taken away. So I made some adjustments, and but like I said, he was a little awkward, and I made the adjustments, and I did what I had to do to win the fight.
He certainly showed a heck of a chin as well. I mean, it was. I gotta imagine that was one of the adjustments, right? It was realizing that he's taking these balls. It looked like you kind of switched it up a little bit.
Yeah. Greg was telling me after I think the third that all right, let's stop trying to knock him out. Let's go 70% power but higher volume and put that pressure, because I was beating him with pressure, and then his most success was when I was running backwards. So. I made those adjustments and we got the victory.
It was tough to see for Keisha. It looked like he sliced up his eye pretty good. What did that look like up close, and did you think it was okay for him to keep fighting?
I was so in the zone that I really never got to get a good look at it. I just saw blood. But I mean, there were times we hit the ground that I was trying to hit it with the palm of my hand. Once I stopped it that one time, I was like, man, I need to hit that more. Try to win any way possible within the rules, of course. But yeah, it started bleeding bad, but then in between rounds it'd come out and it wasn't bleeding, so I was like, all right, they're doing a pretty good job over there.
You called out the champ. You want the title fight, the winner of the title fight, obviously, once it's combined. What is your timeline? Because we know you got a baby on the way, and I know you want to take some time to do with that. So give us an idea of how 2017 looks for you, when you would want to fight again, and so we know if that does make sense time-wise.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take some time off, but I'm gonna be training the whole time. I got a lot of good people around that I enjoy training at this point in my career. I feel like I'm a lot smarter at it. I enjoy pushing myself, so I'll be training. But realistically, fighting probably not till late December or early next year.
Okay. When's the baby due?
August.
Nice.
Yeah. He hit you with some left hands to the body and to the head. Were any of those powerful? Did you feel those?
He hit me with one punch to the body that I was taking a deep breath in, and it caught me good. And I think I don't know if he heard me because the crowd was being loud at the moment, and I was like, huh! And I remember thinking, I hope he didn't hear that. But yeah, it took the wind out of me just for a split second. I was able to recover, and other than that, I don't think he hit me with too many shots that really hurt.
Going into the fifth, I think you asked Greg in the corner if he was up, at least with one round. Did he win one round? Were you worried at all how the fight was looking at the judges' scorecards?
Well, I felt like I did enough to win most of the rounds. I thought that I lost the first round just because his takedown and me not landing very much, and he landed a couple good shots. So I was just making sure, asking their opinion, and they didn't want me to read too much into it, so they were trying to beat around the bush. I'm like, just tell me. But yeah, I wanted to go out there and be somewhat conservative, but still make it exciting, still throw down.
This was a fight where rankings-wise looks crazy. A guy that's number 4 fighting an unranked guy, but the fight goes the distance. But I still think it was a showcase for yourself. Ryan Stan was very complimentary of the evolution of your game. Do you still feel like you're growing time in and time out? Have we seen the best Cub Swanson yet?
I think it's pretty obvious. I'm throwing a lot of stuff. I'm mixing it up. I'm having fun. I'm in the best shape of my life. I was able to push a pace, that he couldn't maintain. And yeah, I think I'm the best version of myself. I don't think it was my best performance, but definitely a good one.
You had a chance to fight the best in the world, Jose Aldo, a long time ago, and the fight didn't even really get to start before it was over. What would happen if you had that opportunity again to fight Jose?
I think it'd be a great fight. I know I've studied him for a long time. I know what he's good at. I know what I'm good at, and I know that I can make any fight a war and make them my fights. So I think it'd be a good matchup, and yeah, I'm excited to do it again. I took a lot of lessons away from that fight, and some that have molded me into who I am. All my losses really, but that one in particular, and you know, I'd like to get it back.
Although obviously has to get past Holloway. Who's your pick in that fight? Who do you think wins between Max and Joe then?
Man, I really thought Frankie was going to be able to give Aldo a tougher test the last time, and I was wrong. But, you know, I think Holloway's just been on fire. So I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. Don't know who wins it, though.
Who would you like to win if you're going to get that next title shot? Do you have a preference?
Well, for the division, I think it's exciting for you know, Holloway to win, and it just kind of build more buzz. But I think if my chances of fighting for a title, it's more likely if Aldo wins, you know, because then it's not going to be a rematch, things like that. So I see both sides.
Would it mean something to you to get another shot with Aldo then?
For the belt, you know, I've lost to both those guys, so they both equally sting. In my whole career, I've never fought for a belt, so it's like, you know, that's something that I would like to do, at least have the opportunity to do.
Do you feel now is the perfect time for you to fight for a belt throughout your whole career? Do you feel this is the best version of yourself?
Yeah, I mean, that was another reason why I took this fight. It was an opportunity to do 5-5s, the extra media. I really did all the media and just attacked it and had a positive mindset and embraced it, you know, and it was all mental training for the title fight. That's how I took it. I knew that, you know, Artem was no slouch and that he was going to come, but I knew that I'm, you know, just more well-rounded and more a veteran, and that I was able to do all the media, do all the things, and train for 5-5s and just mentally prep myself for a title fight.
No brainer, you've changed since the Aldo fight, but how much do you think you've changed since the Holloway fight?
It was all mental in the Holloway fight. You know, I went in there. It was funny because my whole career I've been like afraid of like being nervous, you know, and I'm like, when do you get to a point where you're not nervous anymore? And I realized in the Frankie fight and the Holloway fight, I went in there was like zero nerves, and I got beat up both fights. And I realized that it's like that fear heightens your senses. It makes you aware, and it makes you fight on a different level, and that can turn into actual fear that shuts you down, or you can turn it into excitement that it's going to be the greatest night of your life. And that's what I've been able to do. I've been able to say, yeah, that's pressure, cool, let's do it, you know, rather than, man, I don't want to lose, I don't want to be embarrassed on TV or anything like that. You know, it's all mental. So I've been able to conquer that, and every fight has been a progression.
Cool. Thanks, Joe.
Thank
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.